Hey guys, my name is Kelsey and welcome back. Today we are going to talk about a book I just finished, and I'm sure a lot of you have heard of it, Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. So this book is about a girl. Her name is Galaxy Stern and she's 20 years old and she attends Yale University. But she is not your typical Yale University student. For starters, Alex has a special ability being able to see ghosts. And in this book, they call them grays. And Alex definitely had a rough past. So she didn't have a normal past, that's for sure. And she also dropped out of school. So one day when she wakes up in the hospital, she wakes up to find that there's a man sitting next to her, and he is the dean of Yale University, and he is there to invite Alex to attend Yale. And she's kind of confused like this because she's like, what? This doesn't make sense. Why would you want me? I'm a nobody. I'm a drug addict, a high school dropout. Like, no. And he goes, well, he tells her that she has a special ability that he knows about. And Yale is not like most universities. Yale is a school that harbors dark, occult, magic, and power, and that is Leith. There are 8 different houses that form Leith. And so because of Alex's ability, she's the perfect candidate. During her freshman year, she's juggling, going to school, and learning about these different societies. She's tasked with monitoring these societies and making sure they're following the rules and doing what they're supposed to do. And then one day, she gets a call from the dean telling her to go investigate a murder, go see if it is connected to the houses. When she goes, she checks it out, and she doesn't think it's related to Leith at all, but she does think that it's a little suspicious of where the girl wound up. So after she sends the email to the dean, she can't get this murder out of her head. She keeps thinking that there's something about this murder that's calling to her, and she keeps dwelling on it. She's just wondering, what happened to this girl? Why was she murdered, and why was she placed where she was if her body was placed there? So she takes it upon herself to go see if there is more to this murder than meets the eye, if it truly is connected to one of the societies and why this girl was murdered. While doing this, she's risking herself and putting herself in danger, and there are certain people that don't want her to find out what happened, and they will stop at nothing to stop her. And so she's putting her life on the line to figure out what is going on and how to stop it. And that's kind of how the rest of the book goes. Leigh Bardugo did a fantastic job writing this book. From the way she describes the struggle Alex faces for her freshman year between juggling classes, a social life, extracurricular activities such as Leith, and having to learn 2 different things. And now on top of it, she's taken it upon herself to solve a murder. I love how she put the struggles of Alex being exhausted all the time in this book, and it really touches home with me because I remember how exhausted I was, and I didn't even do any extracurricular activities. I love when Bardugo touches base on Alex's dark past, and why she ended up doing drugs. So you definitely learn sexual assault that Bardugo touches base on, and it's not for the faint of heart. But it's not like thrown out in your face and you're constantly reminded of it, but it's definitely not for the faint of heart, and it definitely like hits you hard, and you definitely get a little bit emotional over it. At least I did. I love the atmosphere and the environment that Bardugo was able to create with this book. And the FF fun fact, Bardugo actually attended Yale University, and so she definitely used her life at Yale and her experiences from Yale as inspiration for this book, and I think that's really cool. I did find Ninth House to be a little slow in the beginning and a little hard to follow. So that's why I decided I was going to annotate my book so it would be easier for me to go back and see what I missed, or like how stuff in, like later on in the book is connected to stuff that I've already read. And so I annotated, like decided to mark stuff that I thought would be connected to the end result of this book. I really liked how Bardugo explained what each different house of Leigh does, because they all have one form of magic that's their specialization and that they practice. And so I liked how at the end of each chapter she put that in there so you would learn about a house. So this book is definitely a mystery, a thriller, and obviously a fantasy all put together in one. It kept me on the edge of my seat and trying to put the clues together and solve like what happened to this murdered girl, what's actually happening. And I was looking between the lines like, wonder if that person's involved. Why did she mention this person? So I was definitely curious throughout the entire book. And the ending will definitely catch you by surprise. And she did leave room for a freaking sequel, and I can't wait to read it or for it to come out. I'll definitely be pre-ordering that book when I get news that it's going to be released. I promise you, if you haven't read this book yet and you've been interested but you're not sure to read it, this book will not let you down and you won't regret reading it. I swear. I swear. You'll love it. So those were just some of my opinions of what I thought of Ninth House. And I would love to hear what you guys have to say about it, or if you have questions about the book. But let me know what you think or want to know more in the comments below, because I love to hear from you guys. Please subscribe to my page. And remember, this was Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. And I will check you guys later. Bye.